Welcome to Season 2 of PCTV. I'm Nizar
and I'm Jared.
And this is the show that takes you by the hand and leads you through the digital landscape.
We've got a few things to talk to you about this season. We've been out and about and been a few places. Probably first we'll look at a little while back we visited the Leader Systems Expo.
Yeah, that was really great. I mean, it's a retail-only expo, but it still gives us a bit of an insight into technology stuff that's just around the corner. So let's check that out.
Yeah, this is good for local retailers in Adelaide, and they get some use out of it.
Yeah, so have a look.
All right, I'm joined here now by my co-host Jared, and he's going to also tell you a little bit about where we're at.
Hi everyone, we're at the Leader Systems Expo today. So yeah, right behind us here. It's a retail-only event, so this is for resellers and so forth. We're going to get a sneak peek at what the vendors are offering at the moment, and this is a PCTV exclusive.
Exclusive because we're going to show you before it hits the shelves, so you get a sneak peek. Anyway, let's go inside and have a look. So I'm standing here with Jamie, who's a sales manager for Leader Systems, and he's going to explain to us a little bit about this expo. Jamie.
Well, the Leader Expo is the premier IT event in South Australia. We generally get 700 to 800 resellers and their staff here. And the main purpose of our event is to stimulate the industry, to provide an insight into what's coming. Like tonight, Intel are talking about Generation 4, which is released on the 2nd of June.
Yep.
And most of our resellers need to know about that ahead of time so that they can prepare, run their stock down, bring in new stock, and just be aware of the new technologies and the new performance increases it'll give and that sort of thing. And it's a great networking event for our resellers to find people of a like mind. They can get together and have a co-venture or pass on different customers who don't suit their needs and may suit the others.
So it's a networking opportunity as well for the resellers.
Definitely. They have access. We've got 23 vendors here tonight and about 50 vendor staff. So it gives them the most access to any vendor that they deal with, by the likes of Intel, Cisco, HP, Toshiba. Those sort of guys, they don't normally get contact with. They deal through the disties, through the distributors. Yep. So it's a good place for them to air any grievances, find out about new product again, and generally just get some contacts in the industry they wouldn't normally have access to.
Thanks very much, Jamie.
No
Okay viewers, so that was the Leader Expo for 2013, and we hope that we've shown you a few of the behind the scenes stuff and seen some of the new gadgets and high-tech stuff that's about to come out and hit the shelves, and we'll be able to see you soon in the new series.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining us. Let us know if you have any questions.
Any questions or queries, of course, go to our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, and thank you.
See ya.
Hey everyone, on this segment of PCTV today, we're going to be looking at a free application called Viber. Nizar, what's Viber?
I'm glad you asked. Alright, so Viber is a mobile application that you can use on your desktop, your tablet or your smartphones that allows you to do free phone calls, messaging or picture messages, even video messages to any other Viber user. And the cool thing about it is it's free, and also it doesn't matter what network that they're on or what country they're in. If they're a Viber user, you can talk to them using 3G or Wi-Fi for free.
Okay. So how do you set up to use this thing?
Well, see, the cool thing is as well, it uses your own phone number as an identity. So you don't need to register, you don't need to do anything like that. As long as you know their phone number and they're a Viber user, then you can connect up straight away and talk to them, or send text, or send pictures, or send video.
And so the benefit of this over the native text.
Well, it means you're not up for international call at all, right? So you can talk to them just like you would on a normal phone, and because it uses your Wi-Fi and your 3G, you're not paying overseas call costs, and that's something that's really important.
So it's sort of similar to Skype that way.
Very much so. Very much so, and it's got like, you know, really cool little animations and stuff like that that you can add into it. Makes it look a little bit better.
All right.
So let's Google Viber.
Okay. Let's see what we can install this on.
Alright, so as you can see, it comes up with the Viber page, and we just Googled Viber, basically hit that Viber thing, go straight there, and
a whole bunch of platforms.
Yep, it does Windows, it does your normal desktop, it does iOS, which is Apple phones, it does Android, and every other type of smartphone, because they've got here, you can see BlackBerry, they've got Samsung, and they've got Nokia. Bada is Samsung, apparently.
Oh, that's news.
Right.
Okay. Well, excellent.
Yeah. So let's see how easy it is to download and install.
Okay.
So, and it's also free. You don't need to register. You just sign up. Basically, they send you a code, and which comes back to your phone just to verify that it is your actual phone number that you're using. And it doesn't have any ads at all, which is something that most applications do have now. And so it's pretty annoying. And if you don't like to have ads, then this is a good app for that.
Great.
Okay, so now that we've downloaded it, what we do is we get this access code via SMS, and then once we put in the access code, which ensures basically that the phone number that you've given is an actual real phone number, then you look for other Viber users, and as long as your friends have got Viber, then you can contact them using their own phone number, and you get good to go from there.
Excellent.
So, you know, for free talking, if you've got relatives and stuff overseas and you want to talk to them without having to pay like overseas charge calls, Viber's really good. You can send text, you can send pictures, you can send video. And that's basically what Viber does.
Yeah, it's certainly available for every platform. So
definitely.
That's going to make it flexible.
They have got a wide range of platforms available. And so, like I said, it uses your Wi-Fi or it uses your 3G. So be aware that if you are going to go through 3G, then there are data costs that apply. But like I said, it basically works out to free. And then you can get going. That's what we've done. So we hope that you've enjoyed this segment, and we hope that you enjoyed Viber and that you maybe get to utilize it, because it's a worthwhile app, don't you think?
It's pretty popular now. Hi, well, that was the first of a new segment we're looking at called What is this and why should you care? Why should I care? Why should they care?
Why should you care?
It's up to you. But we've noticed that there are things that are popping up, new mobile applications and things around the place that have strange names. They seem to become everywhere, and you might not know what they mean. So we thought Viber was something to look at in that respect.
That's right. In this segment specifically, we're going to be showcasing all these different applications that are primarily aimed at smartphones and tablets, as well as your desktop, but smartphones and tablets, because let's face it, a smartphone is basically a mini computer. So we'll be doing applications that are available for your smartphone platform or your tablet platform, and just give you a rundown on some of the most popular ones and some of the ones that we think you would find really useful.
I mean, yeah, most of them will be mobile apps. That seems to be what's going. Yeah. But any weird thing that you hear about, and decide whether you care about it.
And Viber was our first one, and stay tuned because we'll be doing a lot more in this segment.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome back. Now, we get a lot of inquiries about Apple stuff and Apple gear and how it works. And as you know, on PCTV, we focus primarily on PC stuff. Now, if you did want to learn about Apple devices and stuff like that, then what you could do is go to any city council, because they usually offer free courses. And what we did was we went to the Adelaide City Council and checked out the courses they have on offer.
Yeah, the Adelaide City Council Library, new facility, has consolidated a few around the CBD.
Yep.
And you know, put it all in there and built this new facility, and they've got all sorts of courses, things you can do. It's very hands-on. It's not just a library.
Yep.
3D printers, one of my favorite things, but Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, for sure. Check this out. I think you'll like it. Okay, so we're outside of the City Council Adelaide City Library at the moment, and we want to show you exactly where it is. So as you can see, it's in Francis Street, just off the mall, just next to Roger David.
And links to the Costa Arcade.
And links to the Costa Arcade. So now, let's go upstairs and check out the facilities. So we're here today inside the Adelaide City Council City Library facilities, and I'm with the Digital Support Officer, Jess, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the Adelaide City Library facilities. So now, Jess, can you please outline for us some of the facilities that the library has on offer?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is the City Library. We've been open since Feb 7th, and we're part of the One Library network. So if you're a member of any public library in South Australia on that network, you can come and borrow from us or return books to us.
Cool.
We've got lots of special facilities here, including our digital hub, where
which we're in.
currently
Yes.
seated. We've got the History Hub, the Innovation Lab, the Media Labs, and lots of meeting rooms and programs available to the public as well.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, Jess, can you give us a little more information on what kind of courses that the library offers the public?
Sure. Well, in this digital hub where we're at, we offer group courses and one-on-ones as well. We cover a range of subjects from basics to devices to social media to extras that people might be interested in, like security and things like that.
Fantastic.
Very, very useful.
Yeah, and we also offer the one-on-ones, which are run by our volunteers, and you can come in and have an hour session on whatever questions you've got, and they'll
And that's all
take
free.
you through it. Yeah.
And it's all free, which is probably the most important thing. And so, can you walk us through the process that they'd have to go through in order to enrol in a course?
Absolutely. So you can book online through our website, or you can give us a call at the library. Otherwise, you can just come in and talk to your library staff, and they'll be able to help you out.
Very helpful staff indeed.
Excellent. And what are the schedules and the frequency of these courses? Are they rare, or how often can you do these?
Well, they're constant.
Yep.
We run up to 27 group courses a month, and we run over 80 one-on-ones a month.
Fantastic. It's a lot.
So,
That is. That's very, very
quite
good.
frequent. You should be able to book in. No problem.
Excellent. And so, can you tell us, are the courses designed basically for beginners or advanced users, or a bit of a mix?
Yes. Well, mostly it's for beginners. We do offer some courses that start in stages, such as Facebook 1.0, and then you can go on to Facebook 2.0 after that. Our one-on-ones are open for you to come in and ask your questions. They are run by volunteers, so if we don't know the answers, we'll try and learn with you and help you through it.
That sounds really good.
Wow, that's great. And is it looking to expand in the near future, the diversity of what you're doing? I mean, it's already pretty diverse, but what's on the cards?
Yeah, well, we've just opened up the Media Lab at the City Library, and the History Hub's come here as well, so they're brand new to this library.
And you've got the 3D printing.
We've got 3D printing in the Innovation Lab, so you can come in and learn how to use the printers. We've got 3 doodler pens and a laser scanner as well. So.
Fantastic.
Which is one other point I wanted to ask you. Should they bring in their own devices, or should they use yours, or a mixture of both?
Sure, well, you can do whatever suits you. If you've got your own device, that's great to bring it in, because you're working with the same computer that you'll be using at home or wherever you're using
That'd be very useful, obviously.
Yeah, but we do have our own facilities here. You can see the computers around us.
It's really well kitted out.
Yeah, so we've got the Windows 7, Windows 8, iPads, and also some Android Nexus tablets available for anybody to use as well.
That sounds really good.
Sessions.
That sounds fantastic. And what other digital facilities do you have on offer?
Sure, so we've already mentioned the Innovation Lab with the 3D printing and the 3 doodler pens and laser scanners. People can come in, book a maker session with a volunteer and learn how to use those,
wow.
those
a maker
tools.
session.
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
you can come in and make some 3D prints or some models. We've got the History Hub for historical research. You can come in and do your genealogy with us, or you can also book in with a volunteer and learn about the Adelaide Picture Collection.
And you've got the ebooks as well and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've got ebooks available for library borrowers, and yeah, we've also got the Media Lab.
Fantastic. And the Media Lab's facilities are so good and professional that we're actually going to do the editing for this particular episode on their facilities. So it's not just for amateurs, you can actually use professional grade equipment, which is what we're going to do. On a sidebar, I just wanted to know, is there free public access Wi-Fi throughout the library?
Yes, absolutely. We've got public Wi-Fi access to 2 networks. We've got the public library network, which is available if you're a member of the library.
Yep.
Otherwise, we've got the Adelaide Free, which is just available to anyone.
Adelaide Free, that's a new thing just rolling out that's unique to Adelaide. It'll be the first city to offer free wireless across the CBD district.
That's crazy good. Good old Adelaide. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jess, for going through some of this with us. And make sure that you come in and enroll in a course if you feel like you need to, and the helpful staff will help you go through it.
It's a fantastic facility for the public.
Yep.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today on Indispensables, we're going to revisit something that we did in the first season about password strength.
That's right. So we taught you some easy ways of making your password more complex, which will protect your banking, etc., etc. So we've got some websites that will tell you exactly how strong it is, in case you were wondering.
Definitely an indispensable that you can't go without.
That's right.
So in the prior episode, we've talked about password strength because that's a very important aspect for security of your system. And if you're worried about how strong your password is, there are some websites you can go to which will give you an indication of exactly your password strength. And we've got a couple already set up, so let's have a look at a few.
Sure. Okay, well, there's this very good visual one here, which is howsecureismypassword.net. And you simply type a password in here and it'll give you an idea. So I'll type something really bad in here like dog, and it, as you can see, the screen goes red, and it tells me about that it would take a desktop PC about 0.000004394 seconds to crack that password. So not much of a security feature. But if you make something longer, it'll eventually get better.
Yeah, so the more characters you have, first of all, is a good way of making your password a bit more secure.
That's right. Why don't we go back to the one that we used in that previous episode? So what did we have?
We had I love Port Power. Actually, put it in first, just I love Port Power, without us doing anything.
What did we do? Did we have it italicized or capitalized?
No, it was just normal.
It was just all lowercase?
Yep, all lowercase.
I love Port Power. Port Power. Port Power. So if we take that and put it in here, it's a fairly long password. That's not too bad, but you see it's still orange.
Yeah.
Right, so it's saying a desktop PC, and bear in mind, that's the computational power of a desktop PC. When people are trying to break passwords, they use cloud services and stuff. It's a lot.
So their computational ability is much, much higher.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's still not so great. However, I think we went through and changed the I to a 1. We capitalized it. We made the E a 3.
Yep.
And we added a
exclamation mark.
So let's try that one. So we can take this and put it in here. Oh, look at that. It's gone green. And it would take a desktop PC about 157 billion years. So that's not too bad.
Infinitely more secure, and all we did was just change a couple of characters very, very simply. And as you can see, it had the desired effect. Now, there's a couple of different websites where we can take that and check it out. I mean, this one's really very, very good. I like the way it changes color.
It's just obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives you this years type thing.
Yeah.
But we do have this other one, the password meter. Now this one's a little...
what's the website for that one?
www.passwordmeter.com.
Right.
So this one is good, but it also gives you a rating and some
So it breaks it
further
down into
detail.
all the different aspects of your password.
So you end up with bonuses or negatives based on certain characteristics. For
Yes,
example,
as you can
consecutive lowercase letters is bad because that's something that can be found in the dictionary, and that's what they always check.
Yeah.
So let's try again. Let's put in dog. Okay, it got a 5% score. It's very weak. It's failed on a bunch of areas here, number of characters, etc., etc.
Just uncheck that hide box at the top.
So we can see it.
Yeah, so you can see the password. There you go.
So dog. Yeah. However, if we try our I Love Poor Power, look, we get a 100% score, very strong, and it tells you where we get a bunch of bonuses. So we're getting a bonus of 60 just because of the number of characters.
Yeah. So the longer the better.
We've got a little bit of a minus because we've got consecutive lowercase letters.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one is probably more useful for...
You can drill down into your password and see
Exactly.
exactly where it has its strengths and weaknesses.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we also thought we'd bring up Microsoft's here. So Microsoft always has this kind of thing.
In their security center, sure.
Again, quite simple, but if we try again, dog, weak.
Very weak.
Yeah, it's pretty...
No one likes the dog.
No one likes the dog. So if we chuck in I Love Port Power, best. Okay, so it really did like that one.
Now that's something we get asked about all the time. How strong is my password? So that's just a little way you can check. It's something you can do at home, and it's very easy to do. It's 2 seconds, and you can see exactly how strong your password is.
That's right. You could find any of these sites just by Googling password checker.
Passwords, yeah.
Or password strength checker, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these two are quite good. I like this one that measures it
In years.
billions of years.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we keep adding a character,
Yeah.
see, one more character put us to 12 trillion years.
Yeah.
I think the sun will burn out before that happens.
I think
So-
the universe
Yeah.
will go into a big bang.
Well, there's definitely the universe. The 931 trillion, nah, we're not going to make it.
No, we're not going to make it.
All right, so there's a way to just check your passwords. It's useful for administrators when you're setting password policies.
Yeah.
So it must be a minimum of 6, it must be a minimum of 8.
Yeah.
It must
It must
contain
include
this, that, and
characters
the
and
other.
numbers. It must
Yeah.
include capitals.
So this site would probably be pretty useful if you were developing policy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the password checker.
All right. Thanks. Thanks once again for seeing our episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah, we're glad to be back on the road and getting around, getting some information for you. It's fun.
It certainly is. Now remember, once again, if you want to make any inquiries to us or ask any questions, then you can get in touch with us through our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, and the address should be on your screen right now.
Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.
See you next time.